sex is our most creative energy. We were created from sexual energy. Why there's so much shame about this, I'm not sure, but in our society, there's so much shame about sex. But if it wasn't for sex, none of us would even be here. So whenever you're able to tap into the power of your sexual energy, you're able to create a life that your heart desires, because you're literally created from sex. So if you want to focus that energy in towards what you're wanting to create in your life, you can do that. You don't always have to use that energy to create another life. You can create your life with it. And a lot of times we want to heal, or we want to change something in our lives, or we want to experience something different. We don't even think about, what if we just tap into our creative, our sexual energy? That's how life began for us. Maybe we can begin a new life for ourselves by tapping into this power. One thing I like to share about sexual energy, it's kind of like if you have a 100-watt light bulb, you can get that 100-watt light bulb and it will light up a room. But if you get that same 100 watts and you put it into a laser light and focus it, it could cut through steel. Same thing with your sexual energy. When you know how to tap into your sexual energy, you know how to build that energy in your body, you know how to focus it towards what you want, you can really be a powerful creator in your life, becoming your own alchemist. I have used sex magic techniques, which are tantric techniques, to manifest amazing things in my life. One of my clients, she calls me her happy, healthy, wealthy manifestation coach. I personally have manifested celebrity clients, new job opportunities, making more money, more abundance in my life, among other things, just by using these tantric practices. Now, whenever you want to use these practices, it's not a magic that is something that is bad or to be afraid of, because you're going to realize that with great power comes great responsibility. So when you tap into this power, you have the responsibility of not forcing your will on other people. You want to respect other people's free will. So I'm just going to give you an example. Let's say you're wanting to call in a divine partner. And let's say I want to call in a divine partner, but I really have my eye on someone over here named John. And I'm thinking, oh, John would be such a great match if he only realized that, we could have this great relationship. You don't want to use these sex magic techniques to say, I'm going to use that with the intention when I use these practices of having John be the person. That's me taking away his own free will. That's me being manipulative with these powers. That's not what you want to do. What you want to do instead is say, okay, universe, I want to call in a divine partner. Or also, if I'm wanting something, I always say, universe, bring me this or something better, because you never want to limit yourself. Maybe the universe has something better in mind for you. So don't limit what's possible for yourself when you're doing manifestation. Going back to John, if John is my divine partner, then the universe would bring them in as my divine partner, because the universe would understand that. But it's not me being manipulative or trying to control other people with this power. This is about me empowering myself to live a life that my heart desires, for me being able to tap in and be the creator of my life. So when you become like the co-creator of your existence, you really begin to have this fun play and dance with life, and life just becomes so much more magical and fun. And you can realize like, wow, I manifested that. Wow, I hope to create and make that happen in my life. So just using your sexual energy and your turn on, and using that with powers of the moon, the new moon energy, the full moon energies, and with your sexual energies, and just bringing all this together, you become this amazing alchemist of your own world. And it's just so much fun, so much unlimited possibility awaits you. So instead of feeling stuck or stagnant or disconnected from your power, which so often we do, so often we feel like shame about our sexual energy, or we feel like if we have desire that it's bad or it's wrong, and we label it. So then we disconnect and we're like, oh, I'm going to be celibate. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to have a thought of my passion, and I'm going to just disconnect from that because I don't feel safe there. And we just stay stuck in our logical minds, and we disconnect from our power source. Like literally, our sex organs are such powerful creation centers in our bodies. Don't disconnect from it, but also don't allow your sexual energy to control you. Whenever we allow our urges to run control over our lives, and we're always at the whim of our sexual urges, that's when things can get out of control for us. Like if we have a porn addiction or we have a sex addiction, because we're allowing that desire to take over our lives. Instead, I invite you to see how powerful you can be to take the power of your sexual energy and use it as a force to create amazing, magical things in your life. These are some of the skills that I teach my clients, and if you would like to learn more about what's fully possible for you, I invite you to visit yestantra.com and request a free 30-minute discovery call with me. And during that call, we will see what's fully possible for you, what your goals are, what your desires are, if you're having any intimacy blocks or money blocks and abundance blocks, if you're wanting to call in a better partner, all of those things I can help guide you through, and then you can see how amazing and magical life is. And I really love these practices because I'm also born on Halloween, so anything that's magical is so fun for me. And I always felt like I should have more powers in my life. And with Tantra, I have realized, yes, I do have more power in my life. I am a powerful creator. So instead of letting life pass you by, I invite you to tap into how powerful you can be to creating the life that you love.